Streets talk about it. Making money ain't nothing to talk about. My man on them stacks, cause that green give you cloud. If it's green,
this Chicago, nigga.
I put my work in the streets. I've been shot on these beats. Her 18 man gon' stop, but the grind I always gon' eat. Everybody can't do what I do. That's why I'm
King Kong ain't got shit on me.
Seeing all through the loot. I'm so fresh and so new. Got a hot album too. Juice. I keep my promo on them poles. Out my nose, I'm staying focused, man, with 1,000,000 copies sold.
King Kong ain't got shit on me.
What's my name? Green. I ain't never gonna let nobody talk me out of rolling with my team. It's money hungry fiends. They think they can outsmart you by selling you a dream. But I stay grinding.
This Chicago, nigga.
And they can't figure me out because they really don't know me. You got that paper, show me. My mama didn't name me Toby. These suckers want slaves, but I'm shaking them like Kobe. It's real in the field. I'm the lion on the mill. I'm the hollow point tip. Pointing at you, ready to kill. These suckers better chill. But ask brother Will. The king is in the building, so you haters take a kneel. Say my name. What's my name?
I tell your mama you ain't shit.
Say my name.
King Kong ain't got shit on me.
Yo. What's up, y'all? What's up? Yeah, man. Welcome in. Y'all already know what time it is. Y'all know exactly what the fuck time it is. This, I know you've been waiting for a long time. Y'all been waiting. I've been trying to hold off. I've been trying to do the right thing. I've been trying to say the right shit. You know what I'm saying? But, sometimes, you can't take it no more. Like Popeye, the Sailor Man. What are we looking at, chat? What are we looking at? What type of team is this? What is going on with this organization? This is a serious problem. Welcome to the Crash Out Room. You got Chicago Sky and Turmiol. You got Camila Cardoso left all alone. What the hell is going on? Chat. This shit, y'all. Family, America, Chicago fans abroad. Listen. The Chicago Sky is the worst team in the WNBA. Solidified by tonight's loss. The Chicago Sky, let me tell you this. With Skylar Diggins, Natasha Cloud, Azurá Stevens, Dejanay Carrington, Courtney Vandersloot, Camila Cardoso, J.C. Sheldon, Sydney Taylor, Maddie Westbelt, and Aisha Kabali. This is the worst team in the WNBA that we saw tonight. We saw all of these players not locked in at all. They look like zombies outside of Camilla. So welcome to the Crash Out Room. My name is Bro Claude. This is an extension of Simply Ball Dropping Podcast, with my main man, K-Sap. What's up, K-Sap? Shout out to the Full Court Trio. Shout out to the Players Club. Shout out to my sister Keisha, cut that ish Real Talk Sports. And shout out to Sister Tony, So Court Vision with So Pretty Tony. Listen, y'all, I'm going to tell y'all something. I'm going to let y'all know something. I'm going to tell you about what the hell is happening. What we have here is some bullshit from the start. What we have here is Camila Cardoso being left alone in purgatory. Yes, our Barbie is gone. Our Barbie is off to better days, and she's in heaven. And not heaven in the sky, but heaven on a dream. Yeah, she's having beautiful sleeping time, great conversations, eating with the stars, chilling and doing all of the things. Meanwhile, me and Camila Cardoso and all of you who are fans that are here are in purgatory. We are in purgatory. This is hell. It took Tyler Marsh literally 2 seasons to win as many games as Teaspoon has won, and with Teaspoon having a lesser season. With 34 games, Teaspoon was 13. Had put in 13 wins and was on a trajectory of going up. But with Tyler Marsh, it has taken him 2 seasons just to pass Teaspoon with just 1 more win. 16 games have been passed. 16 games have been passed. And you guys said, I told you guys after 15 games, I'm going to weigh in. And I told you that I was going to weigh in. And what I'm weighing in is that this is the worst team in the WNBA that's playing right now, today. Because they got beat with the so-called worst team by the statistics today. But no, hey, Sister Brenda, hey, my baby. But no. I got to keep it straight, Brother Robert. I see my brother from another mother is in here, Brother Robert and Brother Brian Lewis and Brother Van. Listen, y'all, I got to keep this shit real. I got to keep this shit real as I can. Camila Cardoso is the only top player on this team. Camila Cardoso, I'm going to give you the breakdown. We're going to go to the press conference right away, because I ain't going to keep taking no goddamn time out to break this down until after you hear what the hell is going on and what the players are saying out of their own mouths. Let me put this up here. All right, y'all ready? Sydney Taylor and Camila Cardoso is at the presser. All right. Come on in. Hit the like button when y'all come in, please. Hit the like button. Make sure you hit the like button, family.
Yeah, we struggled to score the ball. I think it was pretty clear. I think they were a little bit more physical than us at times. I think our effort was lacked at times. And when we were in a hole, it just kept going down. So we got to be better on that end.
The second quarter looks like that's where the storm pretty much started inserting itself in the second quarter. Can you talk about what happened in this second?
We just got to be better. We got to come out of halftime and be better. We got to punch first. I feel like today they punched us first. So we got to be more aggressive. We got to punch them first, and we got to play hard.
Right. You had a double-double today, but you had foul trouble. Were you happy with the looks that you had, and was foul trouble part of the problem tonight?
I think foul trouble for me has been a problem, and that's something I gotta adjust. I feel like the refs is calling everything, and I gotta adjust how the refs are calling the game and do better.
And did you like the looks that you got? You shot 50%. 16 points. Were you happy with the looks? How deep you game?
Yeah, that was cool.
Go back to Al, please.
One of the areas that you all been good at lately is pretty much starting off pretty strong with your first and corner. What happened this game here? You guys seem to take some steps back.
Shots didn't fall. I think we struggled with like stagnant and spacing a little bit offensively, just kind of staring at each other, looking for each other. And I think at times we just broke apart when we need to stay together, and that's everybody.
Time for a couple more.
It's tough to win. It's tough to win on the road in this league. But if you want to be a good team, you have to win. What do you need to do to turn around? Because in this league, games come real quick. What do you do to sort of flush this and move on to the next game?
I think you already said it. Games come quick, so we got to flip the page, focus on the next one, go home, work on whatever we got to work and get better.
Doing pretty good in terms of being competitive. Today, it wasn't quite so much that. So how do you guys turn this around in terms of the mental hurdle with taking some tough losses, then taking a loss like this where you lost by pretty much almost 30?
Get in the gym. Like, we know we can do. We know we're capable of. This is not by any means our greatest game at all. So, we know we can do it. Like Mill said, turn the page and focus on the next game.
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks.
Y'all free Camilla, man. Or please, hey, Mike. Sell a team, Mike. Mike. Sell a team, Mike. Man, sell a goddamn team. You know you ain't doing what you need to do. Sell a goddamn team. Take Jeff Pagliosha and Tyler Marsh, put them mother suckers up in the damn suitcase and keep them rolling. Keep them rolling. Take them, pack them up, pack your boy toy up, and then, by the way, take Nadia Rollison ass with you. Because this here is a representation of some foul market stuff going on. Chicago Sky is not supposed to be in this goddamn situation. And this is why you guys, when y'all be like, oh, bro, Claude, you going a little bit, in on motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm telling the actual truth. Camila Cardoso was out there by her goddamn self. And J.C. Sheldon, is you gonna fucking score 2 goddamn J.C. Sheldon, 2 points in the fourth quarter? She was 1 for 6, 4 for 4 from the free throw line. Y'all gave up a draft pick for J.C. fucking Sheldon. This is the worst shit that I have ever seen. This is the worst shit that I have ever seen. If this is not purgatory for the fans, just for the fans, just for the goddamn fans, this is the worst goddamn team that I've seen in 4 years that I've been sitting here watching game for the Chicago Sky. And for 2 years, since 3 seasons and 2 straight years that I've been going through this goddamn bullshit. You guys have been here going through this stuff, seeing Camila Cardoso all a goddamn long with this money laundering, crack cocaine selling, heroin selling, allegedly. I don't know what they doing. But allegedly, it seems like it's a wash. It's wash. Because anytime you sell, you just give away your player for a bag of peanuts. You give away a supreme player for a bag of peanuts. You give away a megastar, the face of the WNBA, for peanuts, Skittles, and a bag of Twizzlers. That's too goddamn much of what they gave her for. And then you go and give away the future for J.C. Sheldon, who has not produced not one time she had a breakout game on this team. Not one time has J.C. Sheldon had a breakout goddamn game. Not one time. Azare Stevens got $1 million. Yeah, I ain't pocket watching weak ass girl. You should be producing. Then you got something to say. You gonna say, goddamn it, you gonna have out your goddamn mouth that rebounding ain't an effort. Ain't really no effort to do. When you had 3 goddamn rebounds tonight, you had 11 the last game, but 3 tonight. But you had 8 fucking points the last game. So what? Give and go. I don't know if we want you to fucking rebound, score. You ain't doing nothing. Nothing. No sir. No peanut butter. Only jelly. No Merc. No Merc. None. Powder Merc. No Merc. Seriously, this is the worst stuff that I have ever seen. Hey, T. Camilla. Hey, laugh, love, live, laugh, and love. I love you. This is the worst shit that I've ever seen, T. Camilla. Baby girl, this is purgatory. This is a purgatory team. And you know, if you're a baller, you know what I know. This is purgatory. To have Camila Cardoso, the nerve to have Camila Cardoso. Yes, she needs to be in the presser. Yes, she sometimes has to come up, but she also has to speak up on this basket. She has to speak up. Just like Skylar Diggins said, ask Tyler, this is the time. But we gonna go a little bit further, y'all. I ain't done with the goddamn crash out because I'm gonna give y'all straight facts, stats, and not just yelling.
You want me to start?
Recording in progress.
Coach, the shooting percentage was not where you wanted to shoot. Was it something that the Sun did or something that you guys failed to execute tonight?
A combination of both. I thought that they really disrupted us with their pressure and getting out into passing lanes and forcing us to play into a crowd. And we didn't do a good enough job of moving without the ball. And I thought we tried to make some passes into a crowd, and with their length and athleticism, it's tough. It's tough. And so, yeah, I think the offense halted because we didn't have enough movement on our end.
Coach, in the second half, you all been the team lately, been able to battle back. What made it tough to battle back tonight?
They were relentless. The Sun was relentless. And again, it felt like our lack of movement on and off the ball kind of persisted its way throughout. And then I thought there was opportunities where we had some open shots that we didn't convert on. So credit to them. They came out, they played with an aggressive mindset from a defensive standpoint and from an offensive standpoint for the most part. So they earned their win today.
And Coach, I know, of course, picked up some early fouls. What did you see out there that led to those fouls and what did you do differently?
I gotta go back and watch the film. But what I do know is Camila competed for the 23 minutes that she was out there. Whether she was in foul trouble or not, I thought the effort that she gave was really good. It's tough to be out there and guard BG when you're in foul trouble to begin with. And so in a team that plays inside out like they do, it puts even more pressure on your bigs. But I thought Mill played well for the time that she was out there.
Coach, it looked like Skylar, when she came out of the game, she looked a little dejected. I don't know, sort of hard to read from the stands. Do you take anything from this game in terms of the way she came out of the game?
I mean, we were down pretty good, and I think a lot of people were frustrated. She got into some early foul trouble too in that first quarter, and so that kind of maybe set the tone. But I think that overall it was a frustrating night for all of us. So,
Coach, the last few games have been very close, competitive. This game here, turned into where you were down at most 33. How do you bounce back from a loss where you're an emotional one? You have one like this where you lose by this much.
Yeah, we got to get back. We got to get back to work. It's cliche, but it's literally what it is. There's still a lot of basketball left to play, and so we can't take these next 2 or 3 that we have at home for granted. We got to come out with a different mindset. This was not who we are tonight or who we've been the last couple of weeks. And so we got to get back to that mindset.
You know, what was the psyche like on the team? Obviously, it's a loss you don't like. What was the psyche like for your players in the box?
Yeah, there's nothing that we learned from this game in terms from a box score standpoint. This is, you throw this one out, you don't watch the film from it. What you understand is what the 4 games that we had leading up to this and what type of team we looked like on those games, and then compare it to what we look like tonight, and understand that this needs to be an anomaly of what we wanted to be moving forward. And so we have our opportunity to defend home court in these next 3. We take it one at a time with a tough Portland team coming up, but this one is disappointing across the board. We understand what was missing, and we got to be better.
What was like the message from any of the vets in the locker room?
Only I spoke, and so I'll leave that in the locker room. Yeah.
And Coach, you talked a lot about this team and what they've been able to do in terms of competitiveness. I think some of what you all have been able to play competitive, right, in terms of being physical. What was about this team that they were able to pose their will that you all couldn't match that?
Yeah, I think it was. I think that's just what it was. They came out with a level of aggression and intensity that they came with early in our game the first time we played them, and we were able to match that in that second half in game 1, and then tonight we just couldn't get into a consistent rhythm from an offensive standpoint, and they kind of had their will from a defensive standpoint as well. And so it was a tough night across the board, but again, we are all on the same page in that locker room in terms of what was missing tonight that what hadn't been missing in these last 2 weeks. And so that's where we want to get back to.
Just thoughts on Z's performance. Like, it did feel like she was someone that was being an aggressor to some extent on offense. Just general thoughts on her.
Yeah, I think with Z is just finding the balance of being aggressive, but also not forcing the issue. And I know that she's eager to see some shots fall and to get back in the rhythm. And sometimes the more you press, the more difficult it becomes. But that confidence doesn't waver that we have in her. We know what she's capable of. We know the player that she's been throughout her career, and it's the player that we knew we're getting, and it's just a matter of her finding a consistent rhythm. But we love the aggression. We just we want it to come naturally.
Really, Z said that it looked like the team didn't have that fight today. You got punched a few times and you really didn't punch back. I mean, did you sense that from the sideline that there really wasn't that punch tonight?
Yeah, I think anybody who's used to seeing us play over the course of this year has been able to see that level of resilience in game, and tonight it wasn't there. And so, but again, it's not. I spoke earlier about not having to rely on that resilience. We want to come out as the aggressor, and we weren't able to do that tonight. So it's something to learn moving forward.
Time for one more.
And Coach, I know Scott pretty much played well the first time against the Suns. Right on her today, it's like, she just didn't have it. Can you speak to her play today?
We didn't have it as a group today. I don't want to single her out. We didn't have it as a group. I thought that they came out with a really good game plan and executed it well. I thought they were physical. I thought they were aggressive, and we didn't get into any type of flow offensively, and that impacts everyone. And so, I think it was just a team thing.
Thanks, everyone. Thank you, Coach.
Okay, y'all. I'm here. I'm back. Here you go. Here you go, y'all. I was just crashing out, man. I was trying to get my thoughts together. The Sky fell to Connecticut. Suns 92-63, y'all. And while the score tells one story, Camila Cardoso effort tells another story. Once again, she was the best player on the floor for Chicago, but simply didn't get enough help from any other player. None. Connecticut came out aggressive and a complete dominating whole entire game. They outworked Chicago on the glass, controlled the paint, and forced Chicago Sky into one bad possession to another bad possession after another bad goddamn possession. The Sky shot just 23% from the field, were out rebound 49-28, and never found any offensive rhythm at all during this goddamn game, chat. The Suns led by as many as 33 points and were in control of the whole entire goddamn night. They came out and smacked the shit out of the Chicago Sky. Put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me. Put a 1 in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me. Somebody put a 1. If you can hear me, put a 1 in the okay. All right. So Camila Cardoso was outstanding, y'all. Let's give Camila Cardoso her flowers. Because it ain't about that. Camila Cardoso, tonight, she finished with 16 points, 14 rebounds, 2 blocks, 2 steals, another double-double. Another night, she battled inside against Brittany Griner and Olivia Nelson-Odotta. She competed with every possession. She protected the rim. She rebounded. She finished through contact. She never stopped fighting. Never. It seemed like the girls was just standing there watching Camila Cardoso do her thing. Were the officials too quick on the whistle? Yeah, they was too fucking quick. You know what I mean? Can we blame this game on the whistle? Yeah, we could blame the beginning of it on the whistle, but the rest of the goddamn game had to be played, check. These are veterans, people that been playing this game. They knew bad whistles. It's been bad calling in the WNBA forever. For 30 years, they still have not fixed that problem. Kathy Engelberg have not put them in a strict type of, situation where they will make a bad call or don't do some things. They should get fined. They should get fined, and then if it's consistent games that this certain ones, the officials that's calling, they should be investigated. They should have an investigation squad for the referees in the WNBA. Why they don't have an investigational squad for the WNBA is because Kathy Engelberg wanted to fuck this way. Kathy Engelberg wanted this way. Now, here's where I think the fans are going to have this conversation. Camila picked up several early fouls and was forced by Tyler Marsh to sit her down early than what he wanted. Watching the game, there were several possessions where she observed heavy contact while battling in the post, yet didn't seem to get the same type of whistle on offense. I'm not saying that the refs intentionally targeted Camila, but I'm saying the refs had intentionally targeted Camila. But I also do think that the officiating is very, very inconsistent. When your best player has to put countless times, countless games that's being in foul trouble consistently and not getting the calls on the other end, That's real frustrating. That's frustrating for the player. That's frustrating for the team. That's frustrating all across the board when it comes to a person that's only trying to play the game the right way. It changes everything when they call the calls like they do. We know that referees, that's why we say Hollywood referees that want the show, and those ones that let you go ahead and be consistent with whatever they're doing, they're consistent and letting you play the game. It's just a topic that I had to say, a topic that I had to discuss with y'all, because I see, if you don't see what I see, Angel and Camilla don't get the fucking calls in this goddamn league. Angel and Camilla Cardoso do not get the Leroux. How can Leroux get a no contact ass foul? It ain't been touched, and Camilla and Angel gets the shit beat out of them. How we have to watch Angel get thrown to the goddamn floor, Camilla get knocked the fuck down, smacked in the face, pulled on, 4 people coming and pulling on her. But there ain't no goddamn foul. They ain't called the foul. But they called Camilla for trying to even avoid contact. They called the fucking foul on Camilla Cardoso. If some of y'all already remember, they called the foul on Camilla Cardoso, and Camilla Cardoso was about to come off the bench. She was on the goddamn sideline and got checked in, and they called the foul on Camilla Cardoso, and she wasn't even in the fucking game. The refs like, they was like, foul on Cardoso they came and looked number 10. She like, I wasn't even in the fucking game. I wasn't even in the fucking game. She wasn't even in the game. You called the foul. Kathy Engelberg, god damn. Kathy, god damn, Kathy. Kathy Engelberg, damn. The girl wasn't even in the game, and this your refs called the foul on Camilla Cardoso, and she wasn't even in the goddamn game. What type of mistake? That's not a mistake. That's a debacle. They're crying in heaven. They're crying in basketball heaven right now to help Camilla. Lord have mercy. They're crying in heaven to protect Angel. They're crying in heaven. They crying in heaven for the debacle that's going on right now in the WNBA against 2 of the best big players in this league. Angel can't get a goddamn whistle. No, goddamn it, Camilla definitely ain't getting no goddamn whistle. She fucking cottage cheese that spoiled on a motherfucking Saturday. To poor people, Kathy Engelberg, start your investigative team. You should already have one. Tyler Marshall with his weak ass, he been sending you the damn emails. I don't think he lying. I think he been sending you the goddamn emails and text messages. And they say red. The biggest issue isn't Camilla. The biggest issue is the roster. Too often, the offense becomes stagnant. Too often, Camilla doesn't touch the basketball enough. Too often, Chicago settles for contested perimeter shots instead of feeding their young franchise center. Too often, Camilla is your future. Play it through. Continue to go to her. Because when you go to her, it's progress made. Too often, they are stagnant. You damn right, Tyler Marshall. You better eat this shit, because I'm finna give it to you. Here's what she averaged this season. She averaged 12.9 points per game, 8.3 rebounds per game, 2.6 assists per game, 1.7 blocks per game, and 0.3 steals per game, at shooting at a 54.8 shooting clip. Those are excellent numbers for one of the league's youngest stars centers ever. Those are big numbers for a 5 that's on her 3rd season. The biggest takeaway of it all, Chicago may be losing games, but Kamilla Cardoso keep proving she's becoming one of the premier young post players in the WNBA. Yes. Even weeks, you know what I mean? She's becoming stronger and stronger in her development. We're seeing a lot of progress around the rim. She got nice, you know what I mean? She got nice, control over the basketball when she's going and attacking the rim and rim protection. Patience, skill, more confidence, of course. Now the organization has to build around her, man. Talking about her, Angel was the cornerstones. I beg to differ. I beg to differ. How can your cornerstone be having to cry for the goddamn ball? How can your cornerstone have to be out there flashing and not get the ball and you taking contested shots? Most of those shots was contested. Then you got the nerve, Tyler. Then you got the nerve to put us in, you laughing at us, putting Rachel Banham in a goddamn game. Eating up minutes. Maddie would be better already. Maddie would be better if she was able to be on the floor. Y'all seen how Maddie did the cross, step back shot 3? Maddie could do that. That's what she got handles. She come from the point guard capital, Notre Dame. She could dribble the ball, but Maddie Westbeld ain't even being able to be in a successful type of position to even say if she's good or not for the pros. I don't trust you, fucking Tyler. Go away. Let me know, you know what I'm saying? Did the officials call this game fairly? Of course they did. Should the Sky run more offensive plays for Kamilla Cardoso? Yes. And as we watch Kamilla Cardoso become an all WNBA player for the next couple of seasons, do she leave Chicago Sky? Do she leave Chicago as she gets better? I don't want that for Chicago. I don't want Kamilla to leave. I already announced that, AC Chi-Town, Kyle. I already announced that when I opened the show. This is crazy work, chat. I'm so goddamn pissed off and tired of this team. Baby Kamilla is just left out there to just rot. Baby Kamilla is just out there and we're watching her just lose her shit. I'm going to drop the link. If you got anything to say, AC, or whatever it is, or whoever, I'm going to drop the link, y'all, man. If you do got anything to say, you know this the crash out room, so I'll leave it open. T. Kamilla, if you want to come up and say y'all ain't heard from you in a long time, baby niece. If y'all want to do, have your say, I'm going to have my say because this is what the fuck is going on in my mind. It says the Sky on the tape, they owe money. You got the facility built yet. What happened to all that money Angel made for the Sky? Do you know, bro, Claude? Hell no. No. This is the worst type of thing that I could have experienced in calling this goddamn game for 2 straight seasons that I've been calling games on the Players Club. This has been the worst team, chat. The worst. Meanwhile, we trying to fucking figure out what the hell is going on in the locker room that is this heavy that there's everybody's disconnected. Disconnected. Why is this happening? Why is it this shit pointed out? Why is this stuff a continuous situation? Look at this shit, Chad. I want y'all just to think about this. This is how much he's a fucking laughing stock. Look at this, Chad. Fucking embarrassing. Embarrassing. Look at this. I can't make this shit up. Chicago Sky last 12 games. Loss, L, 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 W, L, 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 L. Don't you think somebody, if Teaspoon was fired and she only had 34 games, what the fuck? If man, shut the fuck up, Caitlin. Dubs in the chat. She say dubs in the chat. My baby girl say put dubs in the chat for the ATL. Dubs in the chat. All right, y'all. Breaking news. The Milwaukee Bucks are trading two-time MVP, NBA champion Giannis Antetokounmpo to Los Angeles Lakers for Austin Reeves. I don't think that's fucking real. Jared Vanderbilt, Dilton Natch, 3 first-round picks and 2 pick swaps, sources tell ESPN. No, I don't think that happened. That's totally different than what you just laid out, AC Chi-Town. Say blockbuster, the Milwaukee Bucks are trading franchise icon Giannis Antetokounmpo and Bobby Portis to the Miami Heat for Tyler Hero, Kelly Aware, Jamie Jaquez, Junior Carperos. I ain't gonna even try to say his name, for 3 first-round draft picks. Yeah, I don't know about that, homeboy. So we'll see. We'll see if that fucking is true. Meanwhile, they fighting over there in Atlanta. She like, don't put your hands on me, don't touch me. Caitlin Clark. The Wanabana was on one, y'all. The Wanabana was on one. I'm just telling y'all, man. MDT, what's up, baby?
How you doing, my brother? It's been a little bit. Been a minute.
It's been a little bit, man. I was just going over the Chicago Sky debacle, man. I got a little, I got a little deterred with the shit that's going on with Caitlin and them too. It's a lot of stuff going on, man.
Yeah, and let me tell you, those past couple games that Chicago's been in, aside from this one, they showed a lot of heart, man. So it's been rough. You've been talking about it all season. My heart goes out to you. You know, I don't need to rub in stuff. So my team, we got our own woes, even with what happened tonight. So so it's not over, and I keep thinking about this win-loss record against the better teams. It's like 3-6. It just, I don't know how you can say you're in contention or in the conversation when that happens. So
No, you can't be in contention when
yeah,
it's you can't.
Yeah,
There's no way. That listen, man. I'm gonna tell you something. The things that Jeff Pagliosha has lied about, and saying that he was being truthful of it was going to be a different type of season, and the things that Camila Cardoso and Angel Reese has to go through in this league. Where is we're gonna have just a general conversation right now in NDT. Where's Kathy Engelberg? Where's the investigation? There is an investigative team in the NBA. Where is it at?
Yeah.
Where is it?
I can give you a little insight into what's going on with the reffing and how that works. So far as I know, this was like a year ago, is that they've got like a feeder system of these refs that are trying to get to the NBA because it pays more and they're year round, better training, better benefits, everything. And then the only thing that they got out of that CBA is they were able to get a conversation every week to talk about it. But I'm with you. It's inconsistent. Players are getting mauled all over the place. You know where I hang out, and you know what the narrative is over on the CC centric channels. They're the only ones that are getting fouled. The Indiana Fever are the only team getting fouled. That's a bunch of crap. I know that's not true because if you watch all the games, you know everybody is having an off night or getting fouled a bunch, including the game that you're just talking about. Right. Yeah. And when I first met you, I told you that. I said that, and when you only watch Fever games or whatever your favorite team, you think they're the only ones that are getting fouled. That's not true. Everybody's getting fouled, and it's ridiculous. I don't know what they're going to do about it. I remember when I first talked to you, I said, hey, I don't know how this is going to go. It looked like it was going to get better towards the beginning of the season, and here we are. And I've been listening to you, and you have every right to be upset. They're mugging Angel, they're mugging Cardozo, they're mugging other players, they're inconsistent. It's ridiculous, and I don't know what the answer is. I just know I have empathy for what you're saying. So you know how I roll with like that.
I mean, just like we looking at right now, this is clearly a foul on BG. They not only didn't call the foul, they tried to call when Camilla was taking it in hard. Not only did they call a foul, but they also tried to call a foul on Camilla after she scored. But she ended up catching the ball back and throwing the ball, over to the side. You got what I'm saying? This is ridiculous.
This sort of stuff happens at least once or twice every game, no matter what. And you're just, what are they looking at? Why are they even reviewing it?
This is by Camila Cardoso. I hope she don't get fined. But Camila just posted this. She said, guess what? They didn't call anything.
Yeah.
Refereeing.
She's going to catch a fine on that. I don't know what it is, $500, $1,000, but yeah, that poor girl played her heart out the other night in Dallas. That's pretty rough. Feel bad for her for that, but man, I'm with you. I understand the frustration with Chicago. And I knew it was trouble when they traded Angel and she was right to get out of there. And then Vandersloot and all man, it's just been rough. And you got a diamond in the rough with Sydney Taylor, but man, it's got to be hard to come out.
The inconsistency, she's a rookie. You know what I mean? She's going to have inconsistent games because she's trying to find her footing her way into this league. She was a walk-on. What more can you want from Sydney Taylor? You understand? She is a star. You understand? She say she won't get fined. Okay. See, I don't know. I don't know if she will. Yeah, we'll see.
Sophie got a couple last year for saying stuff on her podcast. Very
Sophie got
public. So
yeah. Sophie got a fine with the W.
Probably going to get more after tonight. I don't know if you caught any of that game with the 5 technicals.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that. It says holds both NCAA and WNBA all-time blocks record. So she got the blocks, she got the all-time record in the NCAA, and she got the all-time blocks for the WNBA. Shout out to BG. Shout out to BG. I'm happy for BG. I love BG. I got love for BG. I think BG, it was very special when she was playing, and I think she's special. You know what I mean? Going out in her later years, you understand? I just think that she deserves all her flowers. You know,
Yes,
glad that she
especially
finally
that
get.
last paycheck, bro, Claude. Especially that. So just be around for that, no matter what it is, no matter how many minutes she's playing. So I think you're right. She ought to go out her way.
She got to go out her way. She'll be in Houston, of course.
Yeah,
Timberwolves.
she's probably one more year. You're probably right on that. Probably right on that. So
They say the Timberwolves are trading Julius Randle and the number 28 pick in the draft for the Nets in a 3-team trade that sends Nick Claxton to the Bulls.
yeah. And that's on ESPN, bro, Claude. So was that other trade that you were talking about. So that's substantiated. So I know people found it different places, but it's there.
Yeah, man. So the thing is, man, I got to my whole thing of this show tonight was just to tell the people, man, look, I know I'm a Chicago Sky fan, and you know one thing, you know, since you've been here, I'm down for my team.
Yep.
I'm down for my team, and I want my team, of course, to win. But that don't mean that I won't bad for Baby Raven. You got what I'm saying? That don't mean I got what for Ty Harris, and you know, you guys got a few Gamecocks over there. You know what I'm saying? Bree Hall and all. She wouldn't even play Bree Hall.
Yeah.
You got what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand completely, and we've always been cool.
Bree Hall, why are you putting Bree Hall on a developmental contract that she hasn't been able to play as much as these awful players have been playing?
Yeah, or Pissot. Van Sluten just got in tonight. I mean, I don't know what's going on there either. So I was telling somebody last night I'd switch. I'd trade rosters with Liberty because he was mad because they blew that game in Los Angeles.
Man, it's crazy work, man. Look, crazy work, man. One thing I will say is that we have to understand that the WNBA got to get better. We all know that. We already know those of you guys that experienced the NBA back in the day. Those of you guys that experienced how, you know, like I did in the 80s, they was in their 30th year too, right?
Yep. Before they turn it around. Yep.
Right. So you know, Magic and Bird came into play.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so significant that it's Angel and Caitlin that's in play, right? So, I mean, for the next 5 years, this ain't going to stop. This is going to stay no matter where Caitlin goes, no matter what Caitlin does, no matter what Angel does. It's going to always, they're going to milk this thing all the way as many years as they can get.
I got to tell you, I think I got myself in trouble a little bit in somebody's live stream during the halftime of the Fever Sun or Mercury game.
Mm-hmm.
So he's one of those loudmouths, and he brings up the same people who tend to take it a bit too serious for my taste. Mm-hmm. So I kind of worked myself up, and I put together this crazy take, and I want to tell you what I said. If you'll indulge me. I'll even speak a little loud, so indulge me that way. So I said, listen, this is what we got to do. CC needs to send a kite to the president of the United States, and you need to get him to sign an executive order to get her out of there and send her to Washington. And if they don't want to comply, then he's going to go on social media and post on Truth Social threatening the league and the networks for antitrust violations and sit Congress on them if they don't want to comply. And he'll keep doing that until she gets traded. So when I was saying that, I was making fun of the people who you know, the slurp over there.
Right.
I'm sure you're familiar with that term.
Yeah,
and I think he knew what I was doing, and he didn't let me talk again, really.
Oh, man.
It was so funny because I'm making fun of so many people when I'm doing
because
that.
But they in reality, sometimes you already know MDT. They really think that. They think that the president should get involved
Well, yeah, that's why I said it, because it sounds so ridiculous.
It's crazy work, right? Crazy work. Meanwhile, we're trying to figure out, you know what I'm saying, why Angel and Camila Cardoso are getting beat up in this league. And they talking about Caitlin while she flopping and missing defensive slides all over the place and getting fouls called.
If you listen to the slurp, they don't think she's getting any calls. Because they're only watching those games, bro. You know that. They're only watching Fever games. I had to discover that on my own, and I'm glad I was able to tell you that when I met you. Like, hey, I just don't watch Fever stuff. I'm all over, man. I want to know. So when I come on your channel, I'm not the enemy, and I'm not an adversary. We're buddies.
Right.
So I think that's funny. So one of the last things I've said, I found another friendly channel. There's a lady out west that does some stuff, and I think she's a USC fan and does a little WNBA here and there. But she'll let me come on, and sometimes she forgets that I'm reasonable, so she'll treat me like a Clarkie. I'm like,
right.
Wait a minute here. I'm with you. Right. I'm with you. A lot of this stuff.
I'm not no fucking Clarkie.
No, not like that.
That's why, That's why, I can have that conversation when we first met. They was like, oh, why you letting him up here? He a Clarkie, blah, blah, blah. You was like, no, I'm an Indiana Fever fan. Yes.
Yeah. I like her game. I'll tell you what, the turning point in that last Atlanta game, and I said this on her live, is when Atlanta went on that 13-2 run and she had 4 turnovers. Turning point. That was game over right there in my mind, because they never recovered from that point on.
Not at all.
Not to mention the crash outs, So I don't want to hear about the 26-7 when you have 7 turnovers in the second half. So, that's kind of where I'm at on that. I'm going to
be. At the same time, whining about some shit that you already are getting the call. You already are getting, what it is. You got what I'm saying? Just
yes.
Already getting those things. Why do someone have to play with, you actually needing more, wanting more, thinking that you can't be touched. And that's why these guys have been, these guys have been talked about, made fun of, because when you think about it, at the end of the day, why are we here with the refereeing and Kathy Engelberg finds herself not able to filter through the bullshit? Why are we here?
I think sometimes they have apathy. They kind of see it as, okay, now we're doing better than we did last year. We're making money, and
you're not. Oh yeah, financially, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I mean, not maybe all teams, but they're doing better, and it's not like high on the priority list. And I know that's not what anybody wants to hear, but you can see it. 2024, the refereeing was bad. Last year, the refereeing was bad. This year, it's getting worse, it seems. And man, it's worse. I don't like it. I'm with you. Sometimes it doesn't make the game entertaining.
Right. You can't even enjoy the goddamn game.
Right.
Who can say they enjoy this type of bullshit? Who can really say, hey, I enjoy watching the WNBA. To my Bulls fans, y'all, we got Claxton over here. To my Bulls fan, I'm gonna be full-fledged on the basketball on my NBA channel. I'm gonna be full-fledged. Tomorrow we also on the Players Club. Tomorrow we gonna be doing. I'm gonna get with Sister Keisha. We gonna do the draft, the NBA draft live. Tomorrow on the Players Club.
Dallas pulled it out.
Yeah. We gonna do that. Here's a little clip, guys. Here's a little clip. I want you guys to listen.
Milestone Monday, and we want to spotlight the Dream's Angel REESE. Reese became the fastest player in WNBA history to reach 1,000 rebounds on Saturday when the Dream beat the Fever. Atlanta has the third best record in the WNBA. And it is great to have the ATL Barbie Atlanta Dream star Angel Reese joining us now here on Sports Center. Angel, first off, congratulations on that milestone. Did you realize you got it in that moment?
No, I didn't realize it. I was so into the game. We were going so fast and we were going so well. Our second half, we wanted to make sure we came out and we were a lot better than our first half. So that's all we were thinking about right in that moment.
Yeah, and then you are obviously after the game, you kind of get this news of what you accomplished, but you're coming off of back-to-back wins against the Fever. One that was on the road, another one that was in front of a sold-out crowd at State Farm Arena. You had Dawn Staley there, you Dominique Wilkins, you even had Lotto, just among some of those stars in attendance. Just describe the atmosphere, especially being out there in the A.
Yeah, they said it felt like playoff atmosphere. I've never played in the playoffs before, but to feel that early on in June felt really good. Obviously, when you're in Atlanta, you never know who's going to come out, but we were really excited. It was really fun. I'm so happy everybody were able to come out and we got the win that night.
Yeah, Atlanta brings out the stars, no doubt about that. And you were able to do that in front of a crowd where you put up 113 points. That's the most in team history. But how would you just describe the chemistry you guys are building down there?
Yeah, I mean, in June, we look so great. I'm just wondering who it would look like in October and in September. I mean, we don't even have Bree Jones back, and we've done such a great job. All 5 starters averaging double figures, and then our bench is also so great. Carl is an amazing coach, and the fans here are amazing. So I don't know how much better it's going to look, but I'm excited for what it's going to look like in September.
Okay, so let's talk more about that because you ladies have the third best record in the W. When you look around that locker room, what makes you believe that this team is built for more than just a good regular season?
Yeah, it's just like a sisterhood in the locker room. Everybody every day is just looking to get better. We're competing. Even when we do win, we always look at the little things that we could have been better on, how we could be better for the next game. So it's been great. And we have a lot of fun in the locker room. There's so much energy. It's contagious. And I really enjoy being here in Atlanta with the girls.
Yeah, we can see it in the play on the floor. But hey, I do want to talk about your charity, the Angel Reese Foundation. Yeah. You guys.
Could you imagine what Camila Cardoso is going through looking at this shit, y'all?
Bro, do you think she's going to try to force her way out of there? Same way? Does she have the will to do that?
It's possible. I don't know, but she's not Angel Reese. You're
right. You're right. But I'll tell you what, if you wanna trade her, I know a certain destination where we would welcome her tomorrow.
I'm sure you do. I'm sure you do. I mean, they threw themselves off the ledge. Now I don't know if they just want to finish themselves. I mean, they already threw themselves off the ledge, but so it says on top of that, the refs can't even look at the obvious review and make a timely decision. It takes 5 to 10 minutes.
Yeah, that's crazy too.
Yeah, the goddamn.
You know what reminds me of, bro? Remember the 80s when the NFL had the reviews and it took like 15 minutes forever, and then they got rid of it because it took so long? Remember that with the instant replay?
Yeah, I remember that.
Was ridiculous. It was the same.
Crazy. That was crazy work. Like, but we understand that was the 80s and it was new to us too.
Videotape.
but now this is real time stuff right now.
Yeah,
reality TV and all of the social media and all of this.
It's digitized. Everybody's got to look.
Yeah,
maybe they need to do what the NFL does and have a centralized review place because they send everything to New York and the NFL. I don't know if that speeds it up, but it can't take too much longer. So, and you just have people dedicated watching games and guy signals back, yeah, this is what we saw.
Mm-hmm.
So how do they do it in the NBA? It's the same process. You know this.
It's the same. Well,
okay. Then it probably won't change.
Process, but it's faster.
Okay.
Some games you do have, you know what I mean? You every once in a while you have those games. You got what I'm saying? I'm not saying this, but this is every guy.
Yeah, it's
night. This is every night that we watching different games. This is just not my game. Yes, I'm upset about the Chicago Sky losing. But this is different games. These people across this board, what is Kathy Engelberg doing? This is
Cashing
trash.
checks. That's what she's doing. That's it.
Yeah, she cashing checks. That's it. Yeah, that's all she care about. This is like, I mean, seriously, man, we over here in fucking purgatory.
You know, I got another piece of information about her. Her former company, which she was a CEO for, they're the ones that built that WNBA app. They run that.
Yeah. That's crazy. Man, it's fucking nuts.
Maybe she'd get a little kickback.
It's fucking nuts, man. Hey, I want the guys to know, I do want the guys to know, yeah, Camilla going through something tonight, guys. Cardoso going through something tonight, right now, as we speak. She just posted again. Camilla going. She just posted something again, but I'm gonna give y'all this real quick.
That's Dejanay, right?
Now that's Dejanay on the last game. Dejanay.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Where Cloud knocked over the pole, whatever it was.
Yeah. So this Dejanay and how she been on the sideline rooting them on, God damn, she fine. Cheering them on and rooting them on and you know, being whatever she can be on the bench for them. And you know, Camilla not alone. Look, she go right out. You know, a lot of people saw what was going on. You know what I mean? Find Camilla, pat her on the ass, and like, look, it's okay. You know what I'm saying? But here's Camilla, y'all. 2 games in a row marked by unacceptable plays like these. And what bothers me the most about this whole situation is that very likely, this won't have the same repercussions as it would if it happened to other athletes. You see that, y'all? She right now, where ADP at when I need her? I want an ADP to see this. This is the phantom call. Hold on, y'all. I'm sorry, guys. Hold on, let me get it. Let me make it big for you guys. Phantom call. Phantom call. That's horrible. Look, slow motion. That's horrible.
Happens way too much in every game like that.
That's horrible, chat. Hand straight up. She didn't even touch her. Not even once. She didn't touch her. And they know it. They know it. Horrible. Phantom call. And then we go over here. Look. Did y'all see the foul with with hold on a second. Let me get it for y'all. Show y'all this shit, man. I can't make this shit up. Foul. Y'all see AZ? Look at AZ. Hit her right in the back of the head. Look at AZ. Right in the back of the head. Come on, man. What we doing now, man? What's going on here? What is going on? She 2 hours. She actually
Bro, Clyde, I got some information for you that's gonna maybe shed some light on what's going on here with these refs.
Go ahead.
So they got all that new money coming in from the television contracts on a heater upward trajectory as far as revenues as a whole for the league. They didn't give them refs a dime more. No raise this year at all.
Trash bucket.
Kept them the same. What they did is they added a couple positions to apparently implement what's called referee improvement positions. So some sort of practices, and whoever they are, they make between 140 and 145,000 a year. That's all they did. They got off cheap.
This is crazy, man.
And remember, these folks want to get to the NBA where the dollars are a lot higher. The money goes along a lot further.
Right.
Better benefits and such. So, man, I was hopeful. Now I'm bumming out myself. You know, just
I'm trying
looking
to tell
at this,
you, bro. I'm trying to tell you what it is. Got the worst.
Man.
They got the worst fucking people.
I'm telling you. I mean, with all that new money, you couldn't throw these people a bone.
You could, listen.
Oh.
You could. The thing is that you couldn't. Oh my God! You couldn't make it. I can't make this shit up. Listen. I can't make this shit up, MDT.
If there was one easy way that you could have made the game better without spending a bunch of money, this was it. This was it right here. Unbelievable.
They're not looking to make it better because right now what we talking about is some bullshit. What we talking about is some straight trash. You know what I mean? So y'all listen, man. I was up here, so I got the vent. I got my boy MDT. Hey, and we back on schedule tomorrow. MDT, if you available, we back on schedule. But tonight was a fucking crash out room, and I had to do my thing, and I'm just so frustrated about this chat. Like I'm seriously frustrated. It's one thing. Okay, you lose, right? Everything happens in a loss. Okay, I'm that type of dude. If you lose, you fucking lose. You get your ass whooped. But the type of losses, the type of L's that you got to take, the type of L's, the type of losses that you have to just, to just have a season, the type of fucking losses that we got to go through here in Chicago, that we got to just go through purgatory and motherfuckers coming in the chat playing and shit because you expected to fucking lose. And that's what pisses me off. You understand? And I'm a 10 toes down type of guy, which you already know. I'm with who I'm with. If I'm with you, we gonna get our ass beat together. Most times we might win. But if we get our ass beat, we gonna get our ass beat together. I ain't gonna run like AC Chi-Town Calvin. AC Chi-Town Calvin gonna leave me and shit. but most of all, bro, I just wanted to say that I'm really, I'm really bummed out about how the games are getting called, how I see it. From my eyes, I see different whistles for different people. I see that, and the way that the whistles are being done are so different, are so obvious and disrespectful to people that pay their money for all these goddamn apps that they got going on. Don't nobody want to see an off-call game like this. Who wants to enjoy some shit like this, y'all? Who wants to enjoy this type of shit? And then this girl being left in purgatory, MDT. This girl just is like she playing by her fucking self some nights.
Yeah. Yeah, and you can kind of see the body language. I saw it live in person. I told you that a long time ago. I don't like it any more than you do. I don't want to see players who are good or have a lot of potential just kind of
being wasted away.
Yeah, I don't want to see that,
Brother Robert Jones said, all I know the WNBA going to have a beef up security. It's fans of all teams, everyone being cool. We didn't want to see water bottles thrown at refs with players on the court. Commissioner, you get in real Monday. I guess he was saying, oh, you getting real money.
Yeah, she should take a pay cut to help them folks out.
It's serious fans out there with the W's. It's not the old days with the rise of social media. We can see the replay, everyone watching, Commissioner, and your team, get your act together. Yeah. You know what I mean? Get Chicago Sky, get your act together.
So I was going to ask you about that. So do you think that it's going to have to be an ownership change to get that franchise in order?
Got to be an ownership change. So here's my take, guys, and then we're going to get up out of here. My take is the ownership has to change. And Jeff P has to go with the ownership. And Tyler Marsh, even though it's unfairly, he has lost the locker room at this point. He will not get this locker room back the way that they are losing. They just lost a 30-point. If it was hard to try to get the locker room when they was just losing by 1 or 2 points or 10 points, he just got a 30-piece this year. And not that it don't happen, because it happened to the Aces, right? It happens to
first game of the year.
Right? So they not the only team this year that got 30-piece. This is the first 30-piece, but they got 30-piece in the worst time of them having 10 straight losses.
Yeah.
So do I think this organization would change? Of course, brother. Of course. You got new management, new things. People are going to go right away. You know that, right? You know that about new management and new, you know what I mean? New facility people that take on new operations or new businesses, right? They don't keep, you know what I mean? In my experience, you know what I mean? When Safeway took over the organization that I was working for in the 80s and early 90s, they got rid of all those people.
Yeah, they don't keep everybody for sure.
You know what I mean? The ones in significant places, it was a transitional, like you can't get rid of the secretary or the economics of funding and different, you know what I mean, treasurers and accountants. You can't get rid of those in a transition. They have to work with the company in its transition. You got what I'm saying? In this transition format. So they have to keep those type of where the money at and where it goes. Those type of people have to stay in position. But for the rest of them, no, man, they need to listen. Those people are the most horrible people in the WNBA. This guy right here, Jeff Paglioccia, he needs to be fired immediately, but they're not going to do it. They're not going to do it because these people are using, and Jeff, I want you guys to understand, Jeff Paglioccia gets the GM minimum. He gets the GM minimum. So I want y'all to know exactly, you pay cheap, you're going to get cheap labor.
Yep.
And with cheap labor, you're going to get cheap shit out of everything. The Aces, quality. You get quality basketball. You get quality coaching. They got a GM that was full of shit. Got her out of here. Not that she was a bad GM, because why? She got Asia there and all the other players. She got 5 all-stars on her team. But they got her ass up out of there. You got what I'm saying? Because of the bad shit that was going on. So, yes. What do you think? I'm interested to hear, what do you think?
Well, when you have organizational problems, most of the time, it's a top-down type of problem. And it starts at the top. If that guy or gal doesn't want to affect change, it's just going to be status quo. And if they're cheap, like you're saying, And they're just cashing checks too. I when you were talking, all I could think about was when you did that video about their practice facility they're building and the lack of progress.
Yes.
And some of the moves that they made in the off season, and I can relate to that. And it just, are they're behaving like they're not serious about winning. And my heart goes out to those fans in that city that are showing up to games, buying tickets, buying concessions, and they're not getting their money's worth. So, and to those players who are trying to make a go of it, and they're not getting what they need either. That's my take on it.
Yeah, man. So I appreciate you coming up, man. This is painful to watch. It's painful. It's painful to be a part of. But I'm here to chat. I'm here in Chicago. You know what I mean? Thanks, MDT, for coming up. This was the Crowd Shot Room episode, man. Turn on your notifications every time I drop a hot banger. Like, share, and subscribe. Thank you, members only that came up in here. Y'all showed up and showed out. It's over 100 of us. Please make sure that we get those likes, man. And also tune in. Listen, tune in to the NBA draft. We're gonna have it over there on the Players Club. I'm gonna be there for the NBA draft. And man, look, man, everybody gotta understand that it does not feel good to see your fucking home team lose. You make you feel like shit. And it's really sad the way they losing, because and why, it been played out. It's played out with the same team, with Rickea Jackson. She would have had to leave LA anyway. Angel would have stayed. Rickea Jackson would have been over here. Still, the way it played out for Ariel Atkins. Oh man, this would have been a serious team with Rickea, Angel. They would have had 3, 4, 5, and 7. Man, come on, man. All right, y'all. We gonna get up out of here. I want y'all in the morning. I'm coming on at 10 o'clock. So I see y'all in the morning at 10. Tune in, man. Tune in. I'll be talking about everything that transpired with the fever and all of that stuff with Caitlin in the morning. We'll get more into what Jason fucking Whitlock got something to say with his trader ass. He traded on y'all.
Bro, Clyde, can I come up for that?
Yeah, you definitely can.
Oh, you said 10 o'clock your time? Yeah, because I got some thoughts on Whitlock and what he's really up to. So
yeah,
I'd love to comment on that.
Jason Whitlock don't like the WNBA anyway. But we're gonna get into it in the morning.
Yeah, you talk about somebody has an agenda. He's got an agenda.
Yeah, we got a straight agenda.
But salute to you. Hey, salute to everybody in the chat for being decent to a Fever fan. Bro, Claude, you're always decent to me anytime I come up. I really, really appreciate it. Salute.
Hey, man, classy work. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all, man. Everybody that's in my chat is my members right here, and I love my members. I love my subscribers. I love those who support this channel. I love y'all. I appreciate you so much, man. And listen, keep the main thing in your comments. Should Camila Cardoso have her agent ask for a trade right now? Make sure y'all answer that question. We all know it's an obvious no, but put why you think that should be. And of course, we know, would it be the smart thing for her, or would it be a bad thing for her on any team that she goes to, in the right team? So tell me the teams that you would want Camila Cardoso to go to if she is found out to be leaving Chicago Sky. All right, chat. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I thank you for what you've done. I thank you for what you do. And I thank you for what you will do. But as always, I leave as I came with another banger. Hey, Chicago Sky, get your shit together. Skylar, get your shit together, Skylar. Pick your goddamn head up and be the leader that I know you are. Because you cold. You a cold mother sucker. Mama, go and get yourself together. Sydney Taylor, pick your head up. It's the time now. The time is the turn now. Tasha, go ahead and continue, Poppy. Do what you need to do. Galvanize these people, these girls, get some wins under your belt and turn the page and get it to the next level. I'm out, y'all. And as Ray Stevens, stop fucking stealing money.
Dear foreigner, welcome to my city. See the bright lights, skyscrapers looking pretty. Perfect skyline, postcard for my city. And we still on the rise, more construction keeping busy. Always bear down on your blue in the windy. Can't forget the